Hi everyone. What I thought I'd do today is I'm going to demonstrate some realistic drawing, and I thought you could have a go. This is mainly for the people who finished their big project and are not sure in what to do now. What I will say though is that the big project is not due until the 29th of May, so that's still a lot of time that you've got to continue with that. So this is really if you've ran out with a big project or you're not sure what to do next. I'm going to start and put on a video a week of different skills that you can use while you're at home. So the first one I'm going to show you is how to do pencil drawing of a really realistic eye. Okay, so I'm going to start this off and I will show you how to do it. Now then, the eye doesn't have to be printed or anything like that. It could be that you've just got a picture on your phone or a picture on your iPad, whatever, and you can draw that. So I'm going to make a start now, and I'm just going to start by drawing just the outline of my eye. So I've got a little tear duct there in the corner, and I'm just going to put in the shape. So I'm drawing from an image, okay? I'm then going to put in the iris it's called, in that bit there. All right. So I'm going to put in a pupil, the pupil which will be in the centre. And if you notice, you sometimes get little highlights in your eyes as well. So I'm just going to put in where those shapes are. Okay. The other thing that we get is we get inner eyelids. So sometimes you see them down there, like just a line. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm putting all my details in. And I've got an eyelid there, like that. Sorry about that noise. I've got a cuckoo clock and it makes a noise every hour, like that. Okay. And then my eyebrows, I'm just going to put in a little shape. All right, like that. Right then, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start, and that's my basic drawing. I haven't put any eyelashes in yet. I'm going to do those later. Okay. Right, so I'm going to start just putting shading in here because even this area is not completely white. All right. Oh, there we go. The cuckoo clock's finished. And if we look to doing a shading bar, like we've done before, and we just press a lot less on there. So I'm just hardly pressing it all by the time I get to there. With shading as well, we can do this as well, can't we? Where we smudge the shading quite a lot. Okay, so what I want you to think about is in your eye, where's going to be the darkest, where's going to be your medium shades, and where's going to be really light, where you're going to even leave white, right? So I've already decided that my pupil is going to be as dark as it'll go. Now this is a 2B pencil. You can see them there, look. Yeah, 2B, and that means that it's kind of a medium pencil, and a lot of artists use 2B pencil really just as their basic pencil. So I've coloured that in. Right, I'm now going to start, and underneath here, right, I'm going to start and put some darker shades in, right? Now what I would do is start and work towards the centre like that, okay? Because it gives a lot more of a 3D effect. What you'll notice as well is in the iris, around the outside, there it goes a lot lighter like that. Okay. Now I've got another noise going on there, and that is my puppy, Prim. She's called Prim. I'll show you her when I've done this drawing. So like that. Okay. And I'm leaving those highlights white. I am not going to shade them at all. I'm just missing them out really. All right. And you can see it starts to build up. Now you can do a bit of that if you want. If you want really smooth shading, you can do that. Okay. There we go. Right, I did say I was going to do this bit first, and I haven't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in just some lighter shading up there. I'm just trying to hardly press on at all. Right, but what I'm going to do is I am going to smudge that. And with the smudging with your finger, what you're doing is you're kind of moving it around to where you want. Right, you're in control, so move it around. And what we find is we get some shading underneath eyelids, etc. Like that. Yeah, like that. Okay. Can you hear that snoring sound? That's actually my other dog, Reg, who he makes a racket. Too many dogs. Okay, so I'm just going to continue now, just going around the eye, and I'm working towards the centre. And I'm going to darken this up on the outside, like I said. Okay. Now then, some things that you can do as well is you can, if you've got a rubber, I've just got one on the end of this pencil, you can actually do some lights within those smudges as well, and sometimes that'll make it look even more kind of realistic. Yeah, okay, right. So I would carry on with the eye there. With the flesh tones, what I'm going to do is just quite lightly press. I'm quite lightly pressing on there, like that. Okay, and I'm just going to move that now. So you can see what I'm doing is I'm moving it round to get more realistic. I'm just going to shade that in a little bit more. Okay. And then in there, it's going to be slightly darker. And what we find is bits that go in on your face are darker than other areas. Okay. So I'm just going to do that quite dark. And I'm going to start and move it again. Just move it with the finger like that. So you get nice smooth effects. And then you can keep going. You can keep going. You can keep darkening it up. Now, I don't know about you, but this strange period of lockdown, it's quite soothing to do some drawing. And we forget, sometimes just simple things like that. But it's just practicing drawing. Getting good drawing, it's just about practice. Okay? Practice, practice, practice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on different images that you can practice at home. I might show you some of my artwork as well, because while I've been on lockdown, I've been enjoying doing drawing and painting and practicing a little bit more. Okay, so what I would do is continue with that eye there, and I'm going to go under here a bit. There we've got that inner eyelid. Now I can see it's just a little bit of shading in there, so I'm just trying to put that in. Okay. Now what I'd love you to do is have a practice of these, and even, let's have a little bit of a gallery going. So maybe you could send me your pictures on Teams, and I'd love to have a look at them. I'm not going to mark them or anything like that. I just want to have a look and just see if you've enjoyed, see if you've understood it, etc. Okay. Now I would continue with this underneath there like that. All right, now I'm going quite fast here. So what I would do is just pause the video, different points. Just pause it, watch what I'm doing. And have a go yourself. Okay, right, I'm going to pause that a minute. Let's have a look, pause it a minute.